Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate y'all being here. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us that very first time, welcome. It's great to have you. And our topic for you today, it's the 4 methods to increase gym revenue. The 4 methods to increase gym revenue. And before we get into our topic today, just a quick reminder, my focus, my mission here on the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can to as many people as I can, across the globe. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to hit that subscribe button. So if you've not yet done so, please subscribe. I appreciate it. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then for you folks that are looking to open a new gym, you need financing, you have an existing operation, you need operating capital, you need financing, we can help provide funding for you for up to $400,000 in funding. It's unsecured, no restrictions on use, and it's to qualify, it's a minimum of a 680 or better credit score in all 3 credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and then a minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. So check out our links below, financing and funding, numerous links, numerous opportunities where you can get funding. We have a program really to fit anyone's needs there. So take a look at that. And so let's get into our topic here. And some of this is going to talk about financing and how this can really benefit you and how you can really take your business to that next level. The 4 methods to increase gym revenue. So that's why you're in business, right? You want to make money. So 4 ways to increase gym revenue. Number 1, we need to increase the number of customers. No surprise, right? And sometimes we get too bogged down on this. One of the most important things of all this is our mindset. We want this mindset of abundance. And if we're not careful, we get this mindset of scarcity. Everything you want is already out there. We just have to go get it. Okay? And so we need to increase the number of customers. And so whatever your numbers are, I know everyone's a little bit different, but let's say you want 100 new customers a month. Say that's your number. Well, the easiest way to do that, from my experience, is talk to 200 people. Okay? And so we want to increase our numbers. Let's increase our volume. So one of the places I want to suggest you take a look below, advertising and marketing. Check out digital marketing. Check out price insurance. There's some great ways to really put your foot on the accelerator to get more people in the front door. We need to get more folks in the front door. The more folks you get in, we have a good attitude, we follow the process, you're going to win. Okay? It's the first method to increase gym revenue. Let's get more customers. But take the mindset of abundance. If we need 100 sales, let's get 200 people to walk in. Now, what's the strategy to do that? What's the strategy to do that? Let's start with digital marketing. Let's start with price insurance, perhaps. But check out those links below. Number 2, we want to increase gym revenue, increase our average transaction size. Increase our average transaction size. Now, let's say this. One of the things that is a long-time staple in selling is you want to have what's referred to as the big ask. A-S-K. We want the big ask. Too often, too many clubs, it's a small ask. Oh, 0 down, 0 down, 0 down, 0 down. You want the big ask. You can still have your smaller stuff, just add this to it. A big ask. 20% of all your customers, 20% of all the people you talk to will spend more money and buy more if you simply ask. You've got to have it out there. And so on the transactional size, think about something big. What if you sold a $3,000 Club Elite membership? What if you sold a $5,000 Club Elite membership? What if you sold a $20,000 personal training package? But see, here's where we can help you on this. Check out our links below on financing and funding. You can offer financing on that. You can offer financing on it. Okay, check out that link. If you like that idea, give us a call. Okay, we can help you on this. This is an easy thing to set up, and it's not a whole lot different than how people buy homes. No one writes a check for their home. They buy a home that most folks couldn't afford the home they live in if they had to write a check. They finance it. Same thing with a car anymore. They'll buy a $100,000 car. We're going to finance it. Heck, anymore, I think they're doing it with smartphones. Okay, it's kind of the same idea. So you want to increase your average transactional size. Have a bigger ask. Have a bigger ask on what you're looking to do. And things can change. What if you sold, 10 $2,000 memberships? What, $20,000 additional to your bottom line? What would that do for you? Think about that. There's a lot of options in there. And if you want to discuss that, we're happy to help on that. Okay. Now, number 3, increase the frequency of transactions. Increase the frequency of transactions. And so, this can be, and in memberships, I think most folks are doing that. Okay. It's EFT. But think about things like retail, where maybe instead of just selling retail, maybe they could buy a retail membership that maybe is $10 a month, and by virtue of being a member, you get 20% off all retail. So you're increasing the frequency of the sale. You can do the same thing on PT maybe. You can do the same thing on massage maybe. Okay, whereas they buy a membership or for a monthly fee, they get a nice discount on other purchases. You're looking to increase the frequency of transactions per customer. And then number 4, raise your prices. Raise your prices. And again, I would go back on raising the prices. This is, the 4 standard things you look at when you want to increase revenue. You want to raise prices, frequency of transactions, raise the transactional size, get more customers. It's pretty fundamental, business 101 kind of thing. But in raising your prices, you want that big ask. Think about doing this with membership. Think about doing this with personal training. Okay, bigger programs, more value. There's a certain number of the population that wants to do this. You just have to show it to them. And some can write you a check. You won't even need financing for it. Others that maybe would like to have it and they're going to choose financing, this will give you an opportunity to do it. So take a look at these 4 methods to increase gym revenue. This is the thing. I mean, of all the calls that I get and all the people I talk to, from an ownership standpoint, if things aren't performing, it's not performing because, hey, we're not bringing in enough revenue. We're not making enough money. And you want to get a strategy together that's going to allow you to do that. Using financing as an option at point of sale. And that whole process, by the way, only takes like 2 or 3 minutes. Using that process at point of sale, literally, I think can be a game changer for so many folks. And then for you folks that are bigger thinkers that really have that big ask and put it out there, I mean, what if you sold a $50,000 package? Well, I'll kind of wrap this up with one thing here. One of the, maybe the biggest thing, the first sale we ever have to make, the most important sale we'll ever make, is the sale you make to yourself. And so if you're listening to this and I'm not so sure, just understand this. Can you solve your customer's problem? Do you have the best venue to solve their problem? Is now the best time to do it? If all that's true, what's your obligation? And then when value exceeds price, people will buy. These are all kind of fundamental kind of selling things. And, and I guess the advice I would give you, start from wherever you're at and start with whatever you have. Don't try to maybe jump straight to some of that. Kind of work toward it. So think about it. Think about some of this. I think it can be a big difference maker for a lot of folks. Okay, and if you agree, love to hear from you. I'd love to chat with you about it. We appreciate you being here on the video today. And if you've not yet subscribed, please take a moment and do so. Hit that subscribe button. Again, to learn more about me, my company, and how we can, overall help take your business to that next level. Be sure to check out those links. And again, for you folks that are looking to open a new facility, you need funding. You have an existing operation, you need funding. We can help with funding up to $400,000, unsecured. no restrictions on use, minimum credit score of 680 or better in all 3 credit bureaus, and minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. So check out the links below on financing and funding. Look forward to chatting with you about that. Look forward to seeing you all in that next video.